Okay, so we bought a boat. Previously on La Vida PenaVega.
This has been a dream of mine for how long? 5, 6 years, 7 years? We gotta get new fridges. 2 years into this, was the boat what we thought it was gonna be?
Yes and no.
All right, yes and no for me as well.
Stop. What did you just find down there?
Sandwich. The windlass is not working now.
God is in control.
Now the ACs were broken and we didn't know that at the time.
We're making this house, this boat a home.
Moving day! Staying on boat?
You're living on the boat.
Nope.
Hey, oh, careful.
What's going on, everybody? Carlos and Alexa here for another episode. I hope you guys are having a great week. Thank you again for tuning in. Remember, if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. I mean, we've never been about like trying to get, you know, millions of subscribers, but we're on the 800,000 point. I think it'd be.
But it helps.
I think I think it'd be really cool to at least get to 1 million. So we're a long way to go, but I believe in all you guys. So help us out, like, subscribe, and I think there's like a button, like a bell that you can click and you can get notification
like an alert or something.
when all of our stuff comes out every Friday. Anywho, it's gonna be a great episode.
So much happens this episode.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Truly, the worst moment of my life occurs in this episode.
Yeah.
And it was a lot, and we will get into all of that. This is Carlos PenaVega.
And this is Alexa PenaVega, and welcome to the show. Let's go!
Aloha! Welcome to another day. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt. I love this shirt. I need to order another one.
Well, I mean, technically it was in the water.
It was in the water.
It was like a wash.
Yeah,
You washed
just keep
it.
wearing it. It's been like 3 days. Anyways, what's happening today?
We're pulling out all of our windows. All
What?
of our front windows.
What?
I don't know if there's like
Two.
a special name.
Two
But
windows
You guys,
in-
it's raining. I mean, drizzle.
These poor guys are pulling out the windows. Our poor boat, we gotta cover it with some waterproofing. But, you know what, I'll explain more on the boat. But yes, we're pulling out the front windows today and getting new ones. Let's go. All right, so we just got onto the boat, and these guys are insane. So we got Manny and Jay here.
I can't believe how much glue is in the
Elite
middle.
Marine Glass.
Can't believe
And then
how
Jay, I think, is JC Plastics, but they're up in West Palm, and these guys are like top notch. So we're super excited that they
Can I
decided
just interject
to
real
work
fast?
with us. Yeah.
I put makeup on today.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Just thought I would. What about this morning before I had my makeup?
Oh no, not before, but now you look great. Look at this, look at this. He hasn't even touched it. And we wonder why we're getting leaks. There was a nice breeze coming in there.
Beautiful breeze, there we go.
The guys who were putting it in, they were like, hey, you know what? No worries. No charge.
Don't worry about that.
It's all right. We're gonna get all new front windows. These guys are taking care of us. Let's hope the side ones last a few more years too. Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your cruise director, Alexa speaking. Not really, but holy cannoli, guys. Wait until you see this box. That's our anchor. That giant metal box.
Keith from Zatara said this is the anchor to get.
Listen, Keith from Zatara, this better be worth every penny. I feel like we're gonna pull out like an Egyptian mummy or something. I don't know why. Just the way they bolted this sucker in.
Okay. All right. I present to you.
Ladies and gentlemen. This is the corpse of an ultramarine.
Veux-tu danser avec moi?
Wow. I mean, it's big.
Wow.
Holy cannoli. And it's stainless steel, so super shiny. Okay. It's like bling for your boat.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
It's your grill.
It's your girl, babe.
Best way to get the anchor on is probably going to be dinghy out front, right? Or do we just hand do it? We could probably hand do it.
Hand do it, and we'll
The front?
just we'll pull the chain through and up and over.
Yeah.
We'll attach it. We'll take it off. We'll make sure there's enough chain out. We'll just dump it in, and then we'll.
That's why
wind
he's
it up.
here. That's why he's here. So this anchor cost me $5,000. You better be good.
Coucou.
So you guys, my grandma's name is Sheila. And there's a boat next to us. I don't know if you can see, but it says Fat Sheila on it. So I said that to my Nana and she thought it was hilarious. And Carlos just asked me right now, should we have named the boat Fat Alexa, but P-H-A-T? Anyway, we're still cranking away on this boat. These guys are getting the anchor
Always
in.
gonna be cranking away.
Always gonna be cranking away because this boat is our 4th child.
Oh, so that means no more kids.
No.
You said that you wanted 4. It's perfect.
Yeah, but if we have more, we have more. What's wrong with more kids?
No, we can have plenty more.
If you ask Carlos, it really depends
It
on the
varies.
day.
It varies day by day.
Some days he's like, we're not, this is it, no more kids.
Today, during making this confessional, no.
I personally don't feel like our family is complete. I really feel like I would have this feeling of, oh, that chapter for us is closed, and God really has not put that on my heart. I just feel like the chapters are gonna continue, and I don't know how many kids that means.
All right,
but
just let me know.
I do feel like we will have more kids, and I would love more kids. I love them. I think they're so sweet. And they're cute.
So
We make really cute kids.
So,
Holy cannoli, guys, what a day. Los is locking up the boat now, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Okay, you guys, this is my first time in one of these storage units, which is super, super awesome. This is actually the storage unit to Xenia's fleet of boats, is that how you would describe it? For when they were doing all of their chartering, thank you, I couldn't remember the name. So we're literally going through it all now. I'm finding a lot of trash, but I am finding some treasures. I feel like, what's that show?
Oh my gosh.
What's that show? Where you like bust open the locker and like, you're like, what is that? Oh my gosh.
Storage Wars.
Storage Wars. I literally feel like a Storage Wars. So I found a bunch of really, really awesome towels. I love the colors. I think it's super great.
New ones too, like brand new, like really nice towels. We still got a lot to go through. I believe that this one is going to be a jackpot.
Are you kidding me?
Well, like we wouldn't have to buy any fins.
Kidding me?
I mean, like maybe buy a new snorkel, but fins for ocean.
I know.
Look at this.
How cute are these?
Oh my gosh. I don't know where we're gonna put them.
Treasures.
Holy moly, okay, I'm about to lose battery, but we got everything in the car, packed like a true Latino, like literally like closing the door and shoving it in. But we got so much stuff. I think we probably saved ourselves like $5 like so much, just really nice stuff. And a lot of parts, a lot of boat parts. Now we gotta go load it onto the boat before 5 o'clock, because that's when they close the gate.
Good morning. Oh, are you okay, baby?
Oh, are you okay?
We got a head hit. We got a head hit.
It is October 18th, Monday, 8 a.m. The guys are here. We're getting our front glass windows put in this morning, which is very exciting.
We're up and at 'em. The kids are over here fighting over an iPad because I know this. Listen, I know we have this beautiful thing out here. Well, I just need to keep them busy because there's a lot of work happening.
We had an insane weekend. I'm gonna sit down and tell you, but yeah, it started with a trip to the emergency room.
It was the most traumatic experience of my life. I will just say that.
Yeah, both of us had panic attack.
So, the whole Kingston hand story. You know, we have been waiting for this episode for a long time because we didn't really film much when it happened because there was just so much happening.
Well,
when it
honestly,
happened.
like the last thing you're thinking of in an emergency is
let me grab the
film
grab.
this. It's like it's just terrifying. So let's just recap everything that
We're
happened.
gonna do a quick recap.
So I was putting the kids to bed, ready for bed. Kingston was being really naughty, so I put him in the bathroom while I was getting the other 2 kids ready for bed. He was kind of throwing a mini little tantrum, so I went to close the door, but it didn't close all the way. It didn't catch, so I pushed it in, and it just kind of like a little bit popped out. So I just literally just went, I just kind of just did a little nudge.
Oh.
It wasn't even hard.
And
that was the scary
poor
thing.
buddy was sitting there with his finger in the hinge.
So I didn't see it because it was in the
And his middle finger basically got chopped off from
Sliced off.
the from the whatchamacallit, from the middle finger knuckle up. Just gone. So I hear this blood curdling scream. I run down and I just knew something was wrong. Like my heart was
When there's an
racing.
emergency, Carlos doesn't go, hey, what's the matter?
I'm like,
Carlos escalates everything.
what do I say?
He goes,
Yeah, that's it. I come down and I go, Alexa, what happened? And she goes, we need to go to the hospital. I close Kingston's finger in the door and I go, okay, so like, what are we talking about? Like stitches or something? And she goes, I need you to hold Kingston so I can go find the tip of the finger.
Then he starts freaking
So freaking out, I rip my shirt off.
No, and
But I
I
did
look
rip my
at
shirt
you.
off.
You did rip your shirt off.
Oh, we have a princess.
Oh my goodness.
Come on in. Let's just show this beautiful. So look right here and say hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Yeah, she is here.
You have a really great princess dress. Kingston was about Rio's age, huh?
Hey, what's his name?
Hello, Daddy.
What's my
Daddy,
real name?
What's his real name?
No, my other name.
Daddy.
Forever.
For a minute, she wouldn't even call him Daddy. She was just like, Carlos, Carlos.
So Kingston was Rio's size. So imagine
cute
this
little
little finger. So Alexa says, you need to man up. So I just
So
snap
his
out of it.
response-
I rip off my shirt.
That's manning up, apparently.
But my thought was, if he's bleeding under, like you're holding his hand, if he's bleeding, I don't want to get that blood on me. I need to wrap it in my shirt. So I wrapped it in my shirt and I held it and I talked to him, and he was so great.
You guys, I couldn't find the finger anywhere, but I had to open the door because
Oh.
it's still in the door jam. I, for some reason, have like a really good instinct when trauma happens
Yeah.
or an emergency. I just chill out. I don't
Sure.
freak out. I chill out. We need to get you there.
I specifically remember being in the van that night with the other two kids and they're sleeping, and I'm just like emotional because I'm thinking about all the things that he wouldn't be able to do now, playing guitar, doing this type of stuff. And believe it or not, guys, his finger since then has grown back.
It sounds insane. We didn't know this.
It grew
but
back, 100%.
If you are like under 5 years old, they're still growing so much that they have an opportunity for it to truly grow back. So
it's back. The
tip is
it
kind
looks
of
a li-
rounded. It's
yeah,
like a
the-
tiny off.
but you would never know.
Never know.
Little man got his fingers stuck in the door, right?
Yeah.
And you got a boo-boo,
Yeah, another one.
a pretty big, yeah, well, a little boo-boo, pretty big little boo-boo. This kid's a trooper, still just killing it.
It was crazy. So, okay, baby, so what's happening today? What's happening this morning?
You guys, we're finally getting our windows put in the front of the boat. The vessel known as Alexa.
we don't call this a yacht. Although everyone else is like, this is a yacht.
It's
this is not a
This
yacht.
is a boat.
Although
a boat, a
there's-
sailing boat.
Should we go to the front real quick?
Yeah.
Come on, videographer. Look at these professionals from
Wow, this is what
where? Elite Marine Glass and Caulking. Caulking. They're here, caulking and making sure that everything that they did is. How's it looking, sir?
It's looking fine. Thank
Okay, cool. Well, Alexa, what's going on?
This is what the professionals look like.
Where?
Right here.
Oh.
Good job, Kingston. Okay, so there's a storage locker underneath, and all of these like fun toys were in there. So Carlos literally started blowing everything up to see if they actually worked, and most of them are
Most
good
of them
to go.
worked.
Which it just saved us a ton of money in toys, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean they're older, but they're
They
tubes.
work. Who
They're
cares
tubes.
if they're older?
We're blowing them all up to see which ones hold air, so we can dump the ones that don't. And
The kids are loving life.
look in there.
Used to have it all.
See that?
Oh, Carlos PenaVega.
One hand, you're
Hi.
killing the game.
It's okay. Now I'm great.
Now you're great.
Yeah. No, me.
Okay, can Kingston get in too, baby?
Yeah.
That one held really well.
Really well. And then Kingston's held up really well.
Kingston, that's Kingston's favorite.
I used to do this by pulling.
You want to help film? Do you see yourself on the camera?
Yeah.
But remember,
Do you want to help film? Okay,
Bubba.
let's turn around. Let's turn around. What do you want to film?
Oh boy.
Kingston cam is on.
Hey Ocean, do you want to explain?
Yeah.
So what's happening today?
Yeah.
Well, they're peeling off all the. So all this is paint, but they're peeling off all the old caulking and glue and everything, so that we can get the new panels installed. Here we go. We are about to put the plastic in, the acrylic.
Here you go, Daddy. Here's your fish tank.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Uh-oh. They're bringing the windows in. Guys, you guys are very courteous. Thank you for taking your shoes off. Thank you. Okay, I'm down in the galley.
which is still a mess, but let's
Hey,
see
it's
what
way better
let's
than
see what
it
Chef
was.
Alexa is up to.
So we're enjoying a salad. I'm cooking a salad. I'm making a salad right now, but I would have to say that that would be my biggest concern about these long hauls, the access to like fresh greens and fresh food. Like I know we're gonna be relying
Not gonna
heavily
happen.
on
There's no-
frozen veggies and stuff like that, but it's just, I do love a really good salad. Like how refreshing is that?
Cooking is a very interesting topic in our household. I'd have nothing to do with it.
I love cooking. I've always loved cooking. It was something instilled in me from my abuelita, and I love Colombian food. So we cook a lot of that here in the galley. Salad. Okay, so far the boat has been absolutely amazing, but the biggest struggle that I'm dealing with as far as like making this feel like home is the fact that we don't have proper fridges. We have a drink fridge, which is great, but it's not quite cold enough for all of the stuff that you know, you would have in a house. And then we have this other refrigerator, but it keeps freezing stuff even at its lowest setting because it's technically a freezer. So the struggle is real. But other than that, everything really is good. The kids have really made this place feel like home because they have their toys everywhere. They're in their room building all the time, which as a mom makes me so happy because, you know, if they're not in here doing cool, fun, like building craft stuff, they're outside fishing. And the whole point of us getting this boat was to bring the family close together to you know, have more adventures. Woo! Almost stepped on baby girl. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Good? Good. Oh, and we have some spit up. We have some spit up. I'm sorry, it's all over your face, Rio. I will be back. Okay, we're back, and she has a clean face. Okay, so I was dogging on the refrigerator situation. That's like a bleh. But a plus is that we do have a really good dishwasher, and I haven't had to really wash a lot of dishes, and that has made my life a lot easier. I never thought that I would use a dishwasher on a boat, and it's been kind of my favorite and most used thing so far. We don't have a laundry on this boat yet. We are looking into it. We'll see how it actually fares once we're moving. We've just been on the dock this whole time, but it's been such a fun adventure. It's been really exciting, and honestly, it has been the greatest thing for our family. It's really brought us so close. And I know that we could say the same thing on island, like we were all very close when we were on island at home, but there's just something about being on a boat. It's just a fun new adventure that these kids are going to be able to grow up and say that they had, and those are the memories that we want to make for our family. Okay, so I got this one done.
Whoa, that
Way
looks
nicer, right?
Hey,
Come on. These are great.
These came out great.
These are great. They do slide when you open them, so
Yeah.
you could put rubber
We
underneath
could put some
it,
rubber,
so
some
that
stick.
way-
Costco for the win.
Right? And then I'm still getting there,
Oh,
but it's like night and day better.
gorgeous Linda. Tell me something I don't know. Good evening. What's happening? It's been a crazy weekend, the whole thing with Kingston, and it's just, we're talking about it now, which is good. We're expressing how it makes us feel, because for like 2-3 days we just didn't talk about it. It was really hard. I got a call from someone who has a sailing channel on YouTube.
If you haven't checked out their channel, Sailing with Vagabond, they're so cool.
And now they
so
have
awesome.
2 kids,
And they just got their new boat.
And we have been following them for the last 6-7 years. At one point, we were supposed to go on their boat for like a week in the Bahamas, and to be honest, we kind of chickened out. We were just like a little nervous. But we're here now, and Alexa got a text saying, "Hey, we're in West Palm. Are you guys still here?" We said, "Absolutely." And they said, "No way, we're here." And we're like sending each other different like location markers. I can see their boat from our boat. Like I can zoom in. I can like look at their binoculars and see them. So this morning they raced over, and we got to hang out with them. And now we're gonna go have dinner with them. And they're some of the coolest people. They're exactly like they are on their YouTube channel. So we're gonna go to the boat and have some dinner. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we're about to get on the dinghy. You know, babe, I've driven this dinghy once, and this second time is I was gonna be driving at night.
We'll see you later, Guava.
makeshift 360 light, 360 stern light right here because we don't have one. Kingston, are we gonna go see our friends?
Yeah.
And they have 2 kids. It's gonna be fun.
Toy.
What?
The toy.
Hopefully they have some toys that you can play with. Oh, a little splash. Sorry guys. Let me focus on driving.
So that night we all got in the dinghy and went to their boat and had dinner.
It
And
was amazing.
It was so much fun and they're so cool. They're so amazing.
Guys, they did not disappoint.
Yeah.
They are wonderful, wonderful people. Just filled with so much love. I mean, you could tell they care about people. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I was a part of their family in a way. They just
it was
meshed.
great.
It
It was
meshed
great.
very well.
Elena was such a sweetheart. Riley,
Great.
He's got a lot of wisdom. I was asking him so many questions. We didn't film it much. It just felt like one of those moments where just like live in the
Just
moment
intimate,
and not,
yeah.
and not film.
That's
But
kind of nice. All right, guys, that's the end of the episode.
That's the end.
We hope you guys loved it. We're just gonna keep putting these
yes,
out there.
every
I'm really proud
Friday.
of us.
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
We'll be to PenaVega.
Yeah.
Mark your calendars.
Yeah.
New episode coming out. 5
Check
in
it
a
out.
row, baby.
Yeah, 5
Let's
in a row.
go.
So-